this piece on the left. It was kind of like a self-portrait because my hair was in a bun that day. Like I had the twist and everything, and I think I saw a picture or something like that, like with the girl's head held high like that. Um, and that's where I got that from. But I wasn't looking off of a picture. It was just from remembering stuff. And I wanted her to stand out, so I left the blue background, was contrast kind of, and on the right was kind of just like its reflection, a shadow. Um, it is made out of bubblegum wrappers, and I somewhat made a frame with the bubblegum wrappers. If you get a chance to look at it close up, you'll be able to see it. This one was a piece from last year, and the red was just very out there, and I think I actually had my hair red that year. The no face thing was just kind of like a self-expression type thing. You could look at it how you want to. Other people, I've gotten other descriptions on what it means and stuff like that. That's it.
This piece is a drawing from life. We have this really cool like sewing machine in our classroom, and there's a lot of funky patterns and stuff on it. So I just tried to draw it from life, but still obviously with a little bit more of a cartoony look to it. Yes, it's floating as things normally do. This one is not from life, as turtle fishmen don't exist, and someone wearing that much armor couldn't float underwater. Yes, it's supposed to be underwater. This is like one of my first attempts at trying a full painting and incorporating it into a drawing that I did. And that's the spirit of LIHSA, trying new things and hoping to God that they work. Go LIHSA!
It's my hand, and I wanted it to look like a landscape, but I don't think it really does. It just kind of looks like a hand. But it's okay, I think it turned out pretty alright. I didn't really want like realistic colors, so I just figured I'd put like the lighter parts, like warmer, and the shadow in bluish, dark, cooler colors. And then the only color I really didn't have was green, so I made the background green. Ray wanted me to do something that wasn't like so tight that I was just like messing around with. And so really, I was like really upset that day. I don't remember why. So I just was like splattering paint everywhere and like adding all this stuff. And I like the way it turned out. The blue kind of looks like waves, and I'm feeling that. And I like the way the maroonish fabric looks covered in paint. I'm pretty happy with it, even though I generally don't work like this.
I had to add something to my portfolio that was drawn from direct observation, so I added this still life. And it was basically just a bunch of stuff lying around the classroom that I put together. And like the main thing is the sculpture in the center. And I think it turned out all right.
To me, this piece was a little bit of a challenge because I don't really draw still life, and I really like the way it came out. I think the composition is very nice, and
I used ink. There's definitely different types of lines. Tried to make a lot of movement through it. The pattern in the left-hand corner was inspired by this plant, and two pieces sort of in the middle that look like water was inspired to look like water or fire. I really like this piece.
I did this for drawing from life. I used pencil because I think it's easier to show depth in. It's a work in progress, so I'm still working on it.